believe approach not prayer.
What you talking about, nigga? Not that they was selling crack, nigga. I sold crack, nigga. And if I had a good number on it, I probably would do it right now.
Oh, you who believe approach not prayer when ye are intoxicated until ye know what ye think. That's what I said, homie. Don't approach your prayer intoxicated until you know, because you can curse yourself.
Weed, marijuana, ganja, whatever it is that you call it, it is a type of khamr, and it is a transgression against Allah.
What I said, I saw on my live yesterday, I specifically said, I do not come over here and get into with these brothers, but I got to shut niggas down, son. I did all of that before. I read all of the books they read, I read them too. So now I'm equipped with something that y'all ain't equipped with.
There you go. Let me ask you a question. Oh, let me ask you a question. So what does the Quran say about selling crack?
No. Not a word.
An advice to anyone who is involved in the buying and selling of drugs, and more so the selling specifically the drug dealers. What do you say, subhanAllah? Wallahi, they are from, and you are from, the scummiest of people on the face of this earth, and wallahi, you can see the consequences that it causes with families, with people losing their positions and their jobs and their wealth and their health, and possibly even leads to suicide. How can you be so heartless to deal with drugs and the likes, seeing your community like that?
Oh, so it's lawful.
It don't say nothing about selling crack.
It don't say nothing about polluting the body.
The Quran was revealed 1,440 something years ago. 1,440 something years ago, the Quran was revealed, and you start asking me about selling crack.
And if I had a good number on it, I probably would do it right now.
What the Quran say about crack? The conscious community is sleep. If you're a representative for the conscious community, then the conscious community is sleep.
So our next question, Sheikh, is are we sinful for selling drugs?
Of course, selling drugs is haram. Is haram because it is considered as intoxicant. It intoxicates, it corrupts the mind of the person who uses it. It causes a lot of fitna, damage to the community.
Listen, does it say anything in the Quran about polluting the body? Perhaps. You mean you don't know?
Perhaps.
So you saying you don't know? When you
I don't know everything in the Quran. I never sat here and said I know everything in the Quran. So perhaps it does.
Okay, so perhaps it stands to reason that maybe we're not asleep, and the things that I'm speaking on are things that you have yet to learn.
I know that crack was invented in the 1980s. The Quran was revealed in the year 700 and something. I know for a fact crack selling is not mentioned in the Quran. I know that for a fact. God gave me.
Hold on. And I also know for a fact that intoxicants, poisons, hallucinogens, and entheogens was not just invented. And
so it's translated
for thousands of years. And so the Quran speaks explicitly about poisoning the body and also about leading others to poison their bodies following your example.
I don't know too much about that. I know in the Quran, it's translated that Allah say, don't drink liquor. I don't drink liquor.
Me neither.
I ain't asking whether or not you drink liquor. I'm saying that it's translated in the Quran that Allah say, don't drink. And the word is kamra. You translate kamra, that's fermented fruit, strong drink, wine. Allah say don't drink that. I don't drink liquor, you heard?
Shit like that.
Allah don't say don't put intoxicants into your body. It's translated in the Quran that Allah say do not approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you're gonna say. The word there, intoxicants, the word there that's translated is sukkah. Sukkah, that means intoxicated. You could be that coming out of some pain. You could be that arguing with your brother. That like that in a state of life. You don't know, you understand what I'm saying?
Caleb.
So, a lot of they don't use high. He say don't.
It's high.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Allah don't say don't use intoxicants. Allah say don't drink liquor. Allah say don't approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you're saying. That's the dollar I got on that. Think if you want to know why I smoke weed, because Allah said don't approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you're gonna say. I know how to say it, you heard? I don't never get to slipping when I'm on no weed, you heard? What happened?
Hold up. So high is not the same as intoxicated.
Don't approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you said.
Okay. So it's okay to be intoxicated as
Allah has said, it is translated in the Quran, do not approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you are going to say.
So I'm just trying to ask a question for clarity.
Take that up with the scholars, homie.
So learning, my problem is, so I smoked weed. I used to smoke weed, and at the same time, like I stopped for 2 hours before the prayer, so I can pray.
طيب زكريا, let's begin from the scratch. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, the Almighty Allah says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون. And this is the final stage, the ayah which finalized the verdict on every intoxicant in the form of liquid or
I gotta be honest. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm gonna be honest. You said, did he think by yelling make him less wrong? I don't know what he was thinking. I'm the king of this shit. They said, EnQi. I said, I'm the king of the conscious community. They said, well, what about Sarnetta? Sarnetta's the founder. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the representative. You know what I'm saying? That you got to come see when you start talking crazy about the conscious community. Like, I think what happens is this. Nobody speaks up for the conscious community. Nobody defends. Everybody's scared of, like to speak. Like they just scared to move around. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from New York. I'm from 158th Street in the Bronx. So I'm not scared to move around or have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what made. I tried to warn Zip, though. I said, Zip, you're in a different place. When you say things over here, we're going to fact check it. This is not the masses. This is the small group of intellectuals. We're going to check. So as he's trying to prove to me that selling crack is lawful based on Islam and the Quran, and so is being high, as long as you know your prayers, I'm telling him, listen, you on like a lot of people going to see this and they going, wherever you practice, your Muslim akis and all that, like they might have a word, they might want to interject, like you misrepresent, you looking crazy out here. So his response basically, as you can see, is to keep telling me to check with the scholars. So of course, you know me, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go and check with the scholars. If he was a Nation of Islam Muslim, I would be checking with Wesley Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan. He said he's a Shiite Orthodox Muslim. So I have to go, over there and check with them people. Right? But
Make no mistake, none of these people agree.
You know what you said.
Okay. So it's okay to be intoxicated as long
Allah has said it is translated in the Quran. Do not approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you are going to say.
So I'm just trying to ask a question for clarity.
Take that up with the scholars, homie.
So learning my problem is so I smoke weed. I used to smoke weed and at the same time, like I stop for 2 hours before the prayer, so I can pray.
طيب زكريا, let's begin from the scratch. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, the Almighty Allah says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون. And this is the final stage, the ayah which finalized the verdict on every intoxicant in the form of liquid or solid or the way of administration, inhalation, drinking or injection. All of that is forbidden. Every intoxicant is haram to consume. Whether before the prayer or after Isha, you still have several hours until Fajr. So you smoke weed. Smoking weed in Islam is a major sin. Is a major sin. And those who disobey Allah the Almighty in this command, He distanced them from Himself. So be careful. Maybe because it has become legal in many states, in the USA and many European countries, you think it's halal. No, haram does not become halal because constitutionally or because of the local law or because of the federal government made it halal.
No, I'm asking you.
Take that up with the scholars. Don't worry. Do not bubble. I don't care. I don't care. Take that up with the scholars.
Smoke now that you're here. Listen, you here now. You can't.
And I'm wilding you up. You looking stupid on here.
I understand.
You looking stupid on here.
I hear you. Listen.
I got you looking stupid on here, but Dr. EnQi, you might need to take that doctor off your name. Get the brother. Be brother EnQi or something.
Hold on.
Student EnQi.
Speech.
I got you looking crazy on here.
Speech.
Listen. So answer the question. So you're saying that the Quran says it's okay to be intoxicated during prayer as long as you know what you're going to say.
See, what you are doing, right, is you are alluding to some things, you heard? I said what the Quran translated is saying, you heard? That's what the Quran says. If you want to know what that means, then you have to go holler at the scholars.
Weed, marijuana, ganja, whatever it is that you call it, it is a type of khamr, and it is a transgression against Allah. Anything that clouds the mind, veils the mind, is referred to as khamr. The word khamr doesn't mean wine or alcohol. What it means is it comes from the word yukhammirul aql. It hides over, it glosses over, it veils the mind. And that's why sisters, the hijab that they wear, one of its correct names is khimar, meaning it's something that veils the body, veils the bosom area, the neck, the hair, and it drops down from the head down. Khamr is covering of the intellect, that it inebriates you, makes you unable to make the same types of judgments that you would make had you not been on that particular drug. It harms your deen and your relationship with Allah. Allah would say, don't come to prayer while you are in a state of intoxication, and then He prohibited intoxication. When a person smokes weed, it takes a long time to get out of their system.
You be making up your own shit as you go along.
No, I read the Quran. And I'm saying, Allah says in the Kitab is translated that He raises those in degrees of intelligence as He see fit. You heard? Also in the Quran is translated that He said, I made the Quran easy for you to understand. Right? And so these things, I'm reading it, I'm getting the gist of what's going on. Allah also says in the Quran is translated that the Christians and the Jews went astray because they took the words of the rabbis and the monks over what Allah said, you heard? So therefore, I definitely If I read something in the Quran and I get a good understanding from it, I feel I'm not gonna listen to nobody else to sway that opinion, bro. Yeah.
All right. Hey, yo, hold on. EnQi, man. This brother got knowledge and information. You can't be in jail all this time and don't get no knowledge, brother.
No. Yo, Shanetta. It's a lot of brothers like that. It's a lot of brothers like that. And so he probably thought he was barking up one of those kind of trees, you heard?
Yeah,
I ain't the one.
Hold on. So, Sainetta, just for the record, you agree that the Quran says, because you know Brother Lai is going to be on here and he's going to fact check this. So you agree, Sainetta, that the Quran says it's okay to be intoxicated during prayer as long as you know the words of the prayer?
Weed, marijuana, ganja, whatever it is that you call it, it is a type of khamr, and it is a transgression against Allah.
All right, this is what I'm going to say. This is between you and Zip with the Drip. And you're not getting me involved in y'all two argument. I'm going to stay neutral. Back, brother. That's between y'all two. See, EnQi, I'm a chess player, bro. You can't get me on that, man. Come on. You got to get Zip with that, not me.
Now you're going to have to take that over to the You want me to read this out of the Quran, right?
Because Zip is already confused. So
Hold up. Can I read the Quran? Oh, you will believe. Approach not prayer when ye are intoxicated until ye know what ye may say, nor when ye are polluted, unless ye may be passing through, until ye may wash yourself, and if ye may be sick. Basically, what I just said. Oh, you who believe, approach not prayer when ye are intoxicated until ye know what ye say. That's what I said, homie. Don't approach your prayers intoxicated until you know, because you can curse yourself.
Wait, and finish reading after that part where it says, unless you know what you're going to say. Keep reading.
Nor when ye are polluted, meaning when you're not.
Stop right there. So, what is your definition of polluting your body? Because
that's not what that means. See, that's what I'm saying. You're not a Muslim. I ain't even really got to go through this with you. But when he's saying not polluted, you got to keep reading. Unless ye wash yourself. You see what I'm saying? So what he mean is, if you take a pee and you don't make wudu, if you do and don't make wudu, if you have sex and you don't make wudu, that's when you polluted, homie. Or gusu, or wudu, or gusu.
When you put crack in your body, that body is not polluted?
I don't know about that. I never did that. You got to take that up with the crackhead. What the crackhead think about right before they take it in? I don't know. Probably a whole lot of mistakes. I don't know. Why you asking me about that?
Okay, when you consume tobacco, is your body polluted?
Yo, bro, I don't gotta make voodoo if I smoke a cigarette.
So a cigarette is not polluting your body?
Homie, this is what I'm saying. If Allah didn't say something was haram, then nigga, you is not gonna make it haram. That's the bottom line. So if Allah said he addressed everything that needed to be addressed in the kitab. So everything you coming up with, you fuel for the fire, nigga. You fuel for the fire. Woe to those who believe righteousness amongst the people and don't practice it themselves. You're gonna be perfect for the fire.
That's how my afternoon went. That's how my afternoon went. You see, this is God's work. God's work is not always pretty. God's work is not always pretty. You got to go where you need it, not always where you want it. I got to go shine my light in the darkness. I got to go in the darkest of places and turn that light on. This is the thing that people may not understand. I got to go where, where nobody want to go. And when these guys call out, oh, the conscious community, yeah. So there's one level to where this is all surface. Like, you got to understand, a bunch of these black platforms, right? They started from the consciousness attacking. These are platforms that started from Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell started with Sa Neter, got beef with Sa, created his own platform where he literally does pop culture and gossip and jail stories and all that kind of shit. Zero teaching, right? People saw what he was doing, liked what he was doing, made other platforms. Now you have a collection of these platforms, right? These platforms, every so often, down talk the conscious platforms so that, you know, because they looking at it, I guess, this is what my guess, they looking at it, I guess, as competition. If people start getting less interested in the gossip and the jail shit and all that, the numbers might go down. People might start coming back over here to learn. People might start buying books again instead of bags of weed. People might start buying books again instead of bottles, right? So, you know, it's a constant, you know, the conscious community is full of Africa Bambatas. The conscious community is full of polites. To sway people away. And nobody's going to stand up and say, yo, who the fuck y'all talking about? Yo, hold up, man. No. And then because I'm me, you know, I always got jealous haters, and I'm having a conversation with Zip. This goofball brother Sanchez jumps off the top rope. Like I'm in the ring. I'm this WWF shit. I'm in the ring with Zip. All of a sudden, I feel a chair on the back of my head. I turn around. This goofy nigga, brother Sanchez. Yeah. This goofy nigga, brother Sanchez, back there. I said, oh, hell no. I got to take these niggas to school again. And it's good because, listen, we wasn't finished last night. Remember, I was up till 2:30 in the morning. I was like, man, I'm going to bed. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing because we get to make lessons out of it. And, you know, I'm sure when them dudes tune in, they learn something.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America.
Oh, no, we got the video. That's what the video is.
Now, listen. I got to say this. Zip is Zip. Zip is the GOAT, even for pulling up, even for going back and forth with me, because he knows what he's doing. He know that even though he cussing me out, he's still allowing people to make a choice, people to get some attention onto the books and the religious, you know, he know what he's doing, right? So all jokes aside, definitely shout out to Zip, right? But there's a limit in terms of how much I'm going to judge his knowledge. Zip doesn't claim to be a scholar or a teacher. Now, on the other hand, brother Sanchez, who a lot of you shamefully follow. Brother Sanchez is like a crack addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like you do it in secret. I know a lot of y'all over there still watching brother Sanchez. Now, I hope that this video that I'm about to play puts the nail in the coffin for y'all thinking that brother Sanchez, I hold to a much higher standard than Zip. Now, what y'all gonna watch in this video is Zip say the most craziest shit on earth. He said that sea moss does not grow in places where black people are native to. I'm gonna repeat that. He said that sea moss does not come from places where black people come from. Now, that's asinine, that's ignorant, that's crazy. That's uninformed, misinformed, all that. But Zip doesn't claim to be a scholar. So if Zip's saying it, it's just an educational moment. And, you know, he got the bravado and all the energy and all that shit. But I'm from New York, so I'm used to, you know, I'm used to dealing with that. When Brother Sanchez says that, it's another thing because he is constantly misleading that audience of his. I feel so sorry for those people. It's like anything that is going to enhance your intelligence, he will teach against it. If there was ever a goddamn agent, I swear he got to be getting a check. Worse than like, I just don't understand what, like, he's crazy.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America.
Oh, no, we got the video. That's what the video is for. That's what the video is for. Everything can always be easily verified. So listen, but I'm in the middle of thanking you for coming over here because
you can edit them however you want to edit them. Sabo had this up right here, showing me wow you up on here, you heard. So you can edit the videos however you want to edit the videos. And they gonna see the whole video if they got time, you heard. I mean, if I was you, I would stay away from this, you heard. Zip just had you on here looking crazy. No. Find something else to do.
Listen.
Have some niggas eating some soybean or something.
Listen, when you
teach some niggas how to grow some soybean or something.
Listen, when you come off of this, because first of all, see you don't understand. You in the wrong. You're a fish out of water. We don't eat soybean. We don't promote soybean. Listen, we don't eat soybean. We don't promote soybean. None of that. We don't deal with soy at all. Listen, that's not a part of our movement. So that's you being a fish out of water. When you say these things, like when you say that, those are the things that you're saying. Yo,
Dr. EnQi. You look like you could use a steak, man. I'm telling you, brother. You look like you look like you ran the marathons. Like you look like them dudes that run the marathons.
I do run. I run.
That's not a healthy look.
I run.
That ain't a healthy look, bro.
Zip.
I ain't trying to insult you or none of that, bro.
No. Listen, respectfully. I'm glad you opened that door because you could use some CMOS.
Yo, homie, this is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where CMOS is originally from, bro. Black people, like, that's not something that black people had in their diet, homie. See, yo. If you want to find the origins of something, you look for the most diversity in that particular thing, you heard? The most diversity you're going to find with people is like modern day, it's City, like modern day Congo, Rwanda, Uganda, or that area right there, you heard? That's where the most diversity of people is at. That is the direct center of Africa. It wasn't no sea moss nowhere around there, homie. Where we look up on your phone, where sea moss come from? Where do they get that from? Where they was getting that from? Where man originated at? Where they was getting that from? They traveling thousands and thousands of miles to the ocean to get sea moss.
So hold on. So Zip, let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Let me ask my phone a question first.
Why you gotta ask your phone a question after you done made a statement and you done made it emphatic?
Where is sea moss from?
Hold on, you done put the drip on it. Look, you done put the swag, the drip on it. You done put the bravado to it. You done made your statement.
No, because I just want the people to see it on the screen. Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. African niggas wasn't messing with no sea moss. What we need that for?
Okay, hold on. I'm just saying, Zip, respectfully. This is why I'm saying you in a different space over here.
This is a place where people are well researched. The surface level research that you're doing like that, that's why I gave you the Muhammad Ali reference. Like, you don't even realize when you punching yourself out and you. First of all, CMOS is a nickname, right? CMOS is a nickname for algae, right? Algae grows in all of.
You don't gotta give me. I don't need a marine biology. I don't need a lecture on that. I know exactly what CMOS is. I was just trying to let people know where it comes from and where we don't come from.
But listen, but you're incorrect, because CMOS comes from all along the equator. Everywhere where dark skin is, you have algae. Everywhere where black folks come from, you have algae.
All algae ain't CMOS.
All in the Nile. Listen,
all algae ain't
all in the
CMOS.
Nile River. Listen. All in the Nile River.
All algae ain't CMOS though. So just because CMOS is an algae, don't mean that all algae is CMOS.
So let me ask you a
CMOS
question.
is a type of algae.
CMOS is a nickname if you want to be technical. See, you want to play. When you know something, you want to delve into it. When you don't know it, you want to run away from it.
And yo, what's the green stuff? And yo, the green stuff on the north side of the tree is what?
That's moss. That's tree moss.
That's algae.
No, it's not algae. That's moss. Those are different types. That's why I'm saying you a fish out of water. You don't know where you at. Hold on, Ty, stop protecting Zip right now. You protecting Zip. I want the people to see Zip face. I want the people to see Zip face while he's saying that algae grow on trees. When Zip out here saying that algae grow on trees, I want them to see his face. When Zip say that algae is the same as the moss that grow on trees, I want people to see his face. Zip, you have no idea what you're talking about. You're out of your league. I'm surprised Saab didn't say his #1 line. You got to stay in your lane, brother. You're out of your lane, brother. You don't know what you're talking about right now. All along the Caribbean, all along the Nile, all over the place, algae grows. CMOS is a nickname that was given to it by the people along the coastline that was harvesting it because they saw the algae clinging to the rocks. So they likened it.
Where?
All around the world, Zip. Algae grows all in the hot waters, which is along the equator, as well as the cold waters. So there is cold water algae that grows, the Chondrus crispus, the kelp, the bladderwracks. All of those things grow in the cold water. North America, Europe, Ireland. Then you have Eucoma cottoni, gracilaria, and
which one of them bodies of water? Which one of them bodies of water is by the Congo, Rwanda, Uganda? Yeah, which one of them is by modern day Tassetti, them bodies of water you talking about by the equator and all that?
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda. Oh, it's that time to start robbing niggas now. If I jack for life for them cars, you know how he go.
Ether. Hold on.
EnQi, look in the screen.
Okay.
EnQi said he dives in the ocean himself to get his CMOS.
Okay, but what does that mean? You got Bro Sanchez. He's a flat earther. He's a goofball. What you doing with Sanchez there?
Yo, EnQi, please don't call that name out in here. Please, brother, don't do that. You know how Sanchez get it in, brother. Please don't do that.
I already watched
Yo,
multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Sanchez, you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, yo, man.
Listen,
I don't know everything, man. I just know what I know, bro.
Hold on.
I don't know everything. I just know what I know. I know the lane that I'm in. Dudes try to get me out of that lane. I don't know why. I'm doing, you heard? I'm doing what I'm doing on the internet, you heard? I don't care about what dudes are doing. They talking about teach the babies. Let them teach the babies how to wipe themselves when they ready to kill something. Send them to me, you heard? I need the warriors. I'm a sergeant of arms, you heard?
Hold on. For a second, let me
babies
hit
ain't
the
none of my
share screen.
concern, you heard?
I was like, he just gonna be here on the wall. Because I was like, I keep hearing, basic shit. And I'm like,
Oh, snap. He can be diving to get his CMOS.
You don't look like you got diving gear on right there, though.
and then he goes, relations type of motherfucker shooting video way passing out money and doing all kind of.
Hey, yo, man, I keep it cool, though, man. I'm off for this, man.
All right, hey, yo, shout out to you, Zip with the Drip. Thank you for pulling up, brother. Peace.
You say,
Don't run, Zip. Where you going?
This is not running.
And I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that Zip the Drip did get you just now. And I don't want that to go over that. I just want to say, Zip just bodied your ass, bro, and it was funny to watch. That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
And that name is Neil, man. I knew this day would come, brother. Once you had sent me that 36-page, well-written treatise, I knew the drugs had worn off. I had to be as critical as possible so that maybe you would leave all this alone. See, we could leave all of that in the past, man. All I want to know is, does 1 times 1 equal 2, man? You see, you just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you, Thomas? You know you can't just go around rewriting mathematics, right? It's not for us to do, Terrence. I have to get rid of you once and for all. You ain't gonna kill me, man. Oh, I am going to. Because there's only room for one black genius at a time, Terrence. And that black genius is gonna be
Hey, my man Sanchez. See, this is what I'm saying. Zip is zip, right? We're gonna deal with zip. I deal with zip in a different way than I'm gonna deal with Sanchez, right? Zip, I'm gonna continue to engage Zip because I'm bringing a different side out of him, and his audience is asking different questions, and he's talking to them about books and knowledge and religion and history, and it's a whole different. And Zip is, he got an intellectual inside of him that in the space that he's in, he has no outlet for that. He doesn't have an outlet to have conversations about books and religion and all of those things over there where he at. So he got to come over. He got to come over. I'm glad that I could be a bridge for him to come over, even if, he got to get initiated. You know how you got to get initiated. He got to get, you got to take that Duke Ellington. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold that L. You got to come up in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? But Sanchez, let me point out a mistake that the Aboriginal people, like House of Consciousness, got a lot of different people watching. I'm surprised that none of the Aboriginal people, the people that argue all the time that we're not from Africa, Black people are originally from North America. I wonder, how did those people allow Sanchez to say that because CMOS is originally from Europe and North America, which is wildly incorrect, but because CMOS is from Europe and North America, that is not where Black people are from, as if Black people are not native to those land masses as well, right? This is why I'm saying the knowledge is very limited. Sanchez does not have real science over there. He's playing with people. See, in the world of make-believe, Sanchez is the GOAT. When it comes to the world of make-believe, like anything that's not real, that can't be proven, that's his playground. Because now he can make shit up as he goes along, right? He over there getting high, getting drunk, making up freestyle and shit as he goes along. You can't beat somebody at imaginary land. There's no way to. Got it. Flat Earth, chakras. You got it. But once you start to cross the line into the information, you in trouble. And see, I ain't spoke to Sanchez. I ain't said Sanchez name. I ain't played a Sanchez clip in years. He's still angry about the fact that I embarrassed him in front of his audience when we had that chakra debate, because he had really built up a larger, I didn't know. Some people from within his movement, they told me, what it was afterwards. He had been building up and cultivating that chakra authority, like he was an authority on the chakra system for a long time. So when I asked him, hey, bro, you ever heard of the Upanishads? And he said he never heard of that. He didn't even know how to pronounce it. That embarrassed him in a way that it still bothers him today. So me going back and forth with Zip, he saw an opportunity not only to get his name in the title of a video with somebody that has a large YouTube presence, but that would never gravitate toward him, right? There's Bro Sanchez is not the piece with the magnetic. These type of people would never gravitate towards Sanchez. So he got to take the opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. I could get a little hate in on EnQi by saying, yeah, Zip killed you. He proved it. You ain't know nothing about the sea moss. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, sea moss don't come from where black folks come from. Melanated people, with that slow ass lean, he on some type of lean, some shit. I don't know what's happening. It melanated people. Yo, I would pull my hair out trying to listen to Sanchez for hours and hours at a time. I can't listen to that slow shit like that. That'll drive me insane. You have to be on shit for that. You got to be high, mushrooms, ayahuasca, lean. I don't know what they on. But that's not a sober space, right? That's not a sober space. So he took that opportunity and it's kind of like running down on Braun or something. Like I don't know what he thought. Like he thought he had a moment and realized like, no, sir, that you just is really another one of those menace to society moments. Like, you just fucked up, right? you just fucked up right now, right? Because this is a preliminary conversation with Zip. This is not a real debate. This is a preliminary. So I'm not pulling out no whole bunch of details and research and all that with Zip. I'm just allowing Zip to state the things that he believes, says what he claims and all that. And then, once he says some crazy things, we're going to go to the chop shop and highlight these crazy statements of his that people that are starstruck in the chat room may not, they cheering like, oh shit, Zip killing you, EnQi, yo, EnQi. I can't believe EnQi got Zip on House of Consciousness. Oh shit, yo, what the fuck is going on? Relax. I'll show you how to do this, son. Y'all gotta relax. I got Zip over here arguing that crack is lawful because the Quran doesn't specifically state that you can't sell crack. I'm like, there's no one else listening to this shit? Then he said that the Quran says that you can be high as long as you know the words to the prayer. I'm like, no, nigga. No, sir. This is all crazy. None of this is correct. And then he said polluted in the Quran only refers to the outside of your body where you can wash it off. You can't wash off intoxication. You can't wash off drugs in your system. Different drugs take different amounts of time to get out your system. Weed takes, especially the shit niggas are smoking now, that shit take months to get out your system. Back in the days, before that shit turned into hydro and then purple and all that, it might take a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on what your body fat percentage is and how much you exercise and how much water you drink. But now, with the THC count the way it is, and people's body fat percentage as high as it is, it's a wrap. And just in case y'all don't know, cannabinoids and THC and stuff like that, a lot of different drugs like vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin K, a lot of these things are stored up in your fat. You know what I'm saying? So it's in your fat so there are advantages to being, having a fast running metabolism. You're going to push shit out of your system a lot faster. You're going to push it out of your system a lot faster. Absolutely. It's just but it's also, you could just simplify it because, we got different people watching. So I don't want to throw around the big words that might, indoctrination versus real-time analysis. That might be too complicated. So we just dumb it down and say this shit like battle rap, right? Very much like battle rap. That's why Smack used to come to all of the debate. Listen, it's very much like battle rap. When the live battle is going on, people are just yelling for the person that they like. So it's more personality worship. That's what's happening in a debate. Whoa, zip, la, yo, oh my goodness. It's battle rap. Once the battle is done and the battle's on video, and now people can sit back and relax and go bar for bar and really analyze what you were saying. Like, listen, pull them entendres out and see what you was really doing. How much filler you had in them bars versus how many lines hit versus how many, not even just entendres, but how many schemes you ran with the entendre. And same thing with having a debate. You can use bravado and charisma to make something sound like you made a statement, even though you just said gobbledygook. Even though you just tried to and all of this started, I want to bring y'all back from him blaming the crack era on the nation of gods and earth. So it's not that I defend Dr. Sebi. It's not that I defend House of Consciousness. It's not that I defend the 5%ers. Y'all don't understand. This consciousness shit is mine. I defend everybody. If you not part, now the people that's a part of the culture, go crazy. Niggas be critiquing us, exposing us, doxing us. Niggas be doing whatever they do. But I'm saying these is people that's a part. I've exposed and argued and doxed niggas and did all that because I done put my money into this. I done put my time into this. I done bled, sweat, cried for this. I done bought countless lecture tickets and countless debates and products. And I done been to events buying multiple niggas shea butters when I got fucking stacks of shea butter at the house and shit I don't need just to support. Like, so you've earned the right in that sense. Even you guys now in the new version where you sending in cash out. Yeah, so you earn the right to critique niggas and say whatever you want to say. But people from the outside, if you just talking reckless and crazy, I gotta, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? And at least show, if nothing else, that what you're saying is not all wise, right, and exact. Because this right here, teach them babies, this is the core teaching of every form of righteousness that's ever existed on the planet Earth. You talking about Islam, Christianity, any belief system, culture, it's going to have its faults. It's going to have shit that's not right with it. But this is the thing that's right inside of every culture. Teach them babies. Do all the fucking up you're going to do, but teach them babies. Teach them babies, right? So the moment that we start to veer away from teaching them babies, who going to say something? Who going to say something? Think about it. It's like the neighborhood. If the neighborhood getting crazy, old ladies getting robbed, the drug dealing is looking too sloppy, right? Not that ain't no drug dealing going on, because there's no neighborhood on earth where there's no drugs moving around. Trust me. It's just a matter of how sloppy it's looking, how dangerous is big, how much of a hazard is it for the neighborhood? Who gonna come outside and say something? It ain't gonna be the little strawny niggas wearing sandals with dirty dreads and hey, no. It's gonna be somebody that's got to be strong enough to, like, hey, nah, you can't do that right there. No. You good, but you can't do that right there. You can't do that right there. You got to take that down the way. Yeah. So, Dr. EnQi, Nah, you can't do that right there. You got to. Yo, hold on. He said, wait, what? Listen, the conversation started with Zip was blaming. Let me see if I got that footage. Because we got to get into some science. You know what I'm saying? And I know, people want the action, you know what I'm saying? But we got to get into some science. Hold on. But let me find this video so you could see. Is it this video right here? It might be this. Let me see. It might be this one. We done got so many now over the past week.
I went to college and all that, so I read shit in college. These so many niggas got knowledge itself and all that. Knowledge itself, stuff up. I went to college and all that, so I read shit in college.
Yo, hold on. I'm sorry for interrupting the clip, but he said knowledge itself is astaghfirullah. I'm like, hold up. First of all, you're using the term astaghfirullah out of context. Astaghfirullah is to beg forgiveness for a mistake. What he meant to say was that's haram. That's unlawful. But how could knowledge itself be unlawful or require you to get an apology or forgiveness from God for learning about yourself? Like, this is why it's necessary. Listen, this is why it's necessary. This is why I got to do what I do. This is why I'm glad that, I got my handful of supporters that, they don't let me down. I don't let them down. Because somebody has to be out here for these babies. Somebody has to be like, hold up. What did this nigga just say? Did you just say astaghfirullah, knowledge of self? Wait, so you got to beg forgiveness from God for getting knowledge of self? What the fuck? What? No. Somebody got to say something. Somebody got to say something, damn it. That's like police watching somebody, police whooping somebody's ass and everybody standing around videotaping it on their cell phone. No, nigga. Somebody got to do something. You can't just everybody watching. That ain't. We just watching car wrecks happen. And then we asking what happened to the babies. How come the black kids have the lowest reading level in America? Because their parents are watching this content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when you're watching this type of content all day, every day, guess what your children are doing? Your children are sneaking next to you, standing outside the door. They listening and mimicking and imitating everything it is that you do. So have I said that I don't like the content or whatever? I keep saying from the jump, I'm a fan. I watch 050. I watch Zip. I watch 10. I watch all this shit. But I'm just saying it has to be a balance. I don't have a problem with listening to Young Thug as long as it's some other type of, you know what I'm saying? My kids listen to all kind of, Dad, you ain't heard this artist and woo. All right. Yeah, that's all right. But let me show you let me show you some of this jazz. Let me show you some of this classical shit. Then let me show you some classic rap, some old school. Let's broaden the palette. That's all I'm saying. Broaden the palette. Right? But anyway, y'all know I'll go into my tangents.
Shit in college. So many niggas got knowledge itself and all that. Knowledge itself. Stuff up. I went to college and all that, so I read shit in college, all type of shit. Mary Shelley, I read that. I had to read that in
class. College called autobiography as a genre.
In a class for college called autobiography as a genre. That was the course. Autobiography as a genre. I went to college and all that, so I read shit in college, all type of shit. But there's been some talk on the internet coming out of the conscious community. I'm not real familiar with the players in the conscious community, you heard? I'm not. Let the record reflect. I'm not familiar with these Israelite niggas. I'm not familiar with none of these niggas. I don't know these niggas. Never met these niggas. I don't know these. I don't watch them videos. None of that. You heard? You know what I mean? Niggas arguing over the Bible and the Quran and all of that. I'm not interested in that. I had them type of debates with niggas. Niggas cannot argue them books with me. You heard? I argued them shits for years. It's translated that Allah say, and I'm saying like, yo, don't argue with people. But if you gonna argue in the best of manners. And it's hard to argue in the best of manners with a person when you talk religion, you heard? You know what I mean? It's hard to argue in the best of manners with somebody when you talk religion because, like, give me a steak and some tap water. Let's get to that. See me. All right, so I post that. Hold on. Speaking of tap water, hold on. So I post that, right? And I really feel like that. Like, you know, all these niggas running around vegan and veg, all of that shit. I think that's why so many bitch ass niggas running around. It'd be somebody attacking your belief system, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not really gonna go off of your belief system, it seems like, I don't know, it just make you go hard. It's your belief system, you feel me? So I don't be watching them niggas. I don't really care nothing about what the niggas got going on. Is Cap Dr. Sebi killed anybody? One of them niggas in particular, the nigga I was talking about the other day. The nigga that said I'm the reason why New York fell off. What's that nigga name? The doctor nigga. I guess he was reinforcing his point. He started playing a video of me talking about Dr. Sebi. Is Cap Dr. Sebi killed anybody? He had a comment up at the bottom of it for mad long. He penned it. Oh, this is what happens when you don't read books. I'm sure the nigga that posted that comment ain't read more books than me, old dumbass nigga. Is Cap Dr. Sebi killed anybody? And I'm saying like anything I was saying was wrong. Nothing I said was wrong. Is Cap Dr. Sebi killed anybody? Everything I said was right. Is Cap Dr. Sebi killed anybody? And you know, you pinned a comment to that like what I was saying was wrong. Whatever. But that's neither here nor there. These niggas, I'm saying you niggas now. These niggas, right? Because he was playing a clip of China Brim. Kept playing a clip of China Brim over and over and over. I fast forward this shit. China Brim again. Fast forward again. China Brim. Fast forward. What the fuck you keep playing this for? I ain't get it, right?
The world knew New York as Muslims, as gods. When I was growing up, we had knowledge of self. I was a god body. I'm still acknowledging myself as that. I had knowledge of self. New York, we need to get back to being civilized. Off this gang shit. Off the blood, off the crib. Let's go back to the nigga. Back to the Let's go back to being civilized.
It's a clip of China Brim saying that New York, we used to be known for Muslims and God bodies. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to knowledge of self. That's what we need to get back to. That's basically, as well as I can remember it. That's what the nigga was saying. And this nigga kept playing it over and over and over and over again. The niggas that sold the most crack on your block growing up, was they 5%ers? We need to get back to niggas saying, a nigga asked a question, nigga said, yo, what's the total population of original people here in the wilderness of North America? And the answer is, hey, yo, the total population of original people here in the wilderness of North America is 17 million, with 2 million Indians making it a total of 19 million all over the planet Earth, 4,400 million. That's the answer to that shit right now, today. So niggas need to get back to that, some shit that was slipping by the time you learned it. By the time you learned that shit was outdated. You know that, right? Yeah, when you learned it. If you ain't old man Raheem, one of the first 5 born, one of the first 9 born in them niggas, I know him personally. I had these discussions with them. If you ain't one of the first 9 born and none of that, then chances are you learned that in the 70s. That information was outdated when you got it. 17 million. You know the last time it was 17 million black people in this country, huh? But that's what we need to get back to. We need to start chasing yesterday. We need to start chasing yesterday. And Mr. Maul, niggas some of niggas got knowledge of self and all that. Knowledge of self. Telling niggas they God. Telling niggas that they telling niggas they God. Stuff up. Now, I ain't talking to China Brim right now. China Brim say whatever he want to say. That nigga's crazy. I'm talking to the doctor nigga. I'm talking to the doctor nigga. You want us to get back to that? The niggas that used to sell drugs to pregnant ladies and all of that? Whole epidemic called crack babies from the 80s. When the 5% of niggas had the blocks and the smash and all that. Them was the niggas that made the most money off of crack, the 5% of niggas. That's a fact. The 5% has made the most money off of crack in New York City. Whole epidemic called crack babies. That the 5%ers was like, cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, and God of the universe. Yeah, all of them niggas. All the balls and righteousness, and all of them niggas. Divines and all of that. Niggas know I ain't lying. That's why niggas never want to dispute this shit when I say it. Niggas never want to dispute this when I say it because they know I was really there. I'm from there. I'm one of them niggas that's not delusional. I don't got revisionist history. I ain't one of them niggas that be on the internet talking about, oh, yo, back in the days, niggas had more morals and principles than it. I left the streets, it wasn't like this, nigga. You niggas that stayed out here, nigga, ain't go nowhere, nigga. Y'all niggas is the reason why New York losing, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Niggas is crazy. I'm one of them niggas that's not delusional. I don't got revisionist history. I ain't one of them niggas that be on the internet talking about, oh, yo, back in the days, niggas had more morals and principles than... I left the streets, it wasn't like this, nigga. You niggas that stayed out here, nigga, ain't go nowhere, nigga. Y'all niggas is the reason why New York losing, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Niggas is crazy. Like, respectfully, I'm asking you that with all due respect. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm the reason why New York is losing. How you put me in that? Why you mention my name in that right there? The reason why New York is losing, nigga. You're the reason why New York is losing. You ain't never left New York, nigga. I just did 20 years in jail, and you gonna blame me for New York losing? I just did 20 years in jail, and you gonna blame me for New York losing? Nigga, you was out here. You could have kept New York winning. You was out here. You could have kept New York winning. What happened? What happened? Like, as soon as I heard that, I went right to Instagram, Dr. EnQi, and unfollowed you. And then I removed you as a follower as well, you heard? I'm a drug war veteran, nigga. Yeah, victim of mass incarceration, nigga. I came home. This is how y'all niggas had it out here, nigga. Y'all niggas left the streets. Y'all niggas got the streets like this, nigga. When I left the streets, nigga, it wasn't like this, nigga. I left the streets, it wasn't like this, nigga. You niggas that stayed out here, nigga, ain't go nowhere, nigga. Y'all niggas is the reason why New York losing, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Niggas is crazy. Back in the days, niggas used to sell crack to pregnant ladies. There was a whole epidemic called crack babies. Babies was being born addicted to crack. The ladies was buying the crack from the guard body niggas, the 5% of niggas. That's where they was buying it from, in New York. And you want New York to go back to that? When the 5% of niggas was in power in New York, the niggas that was teaching, promoting that the black man is God shit, when they was in power in New York City, it was 2,000 murders a year. They was responsible for a lot of that shit. When you hear talk of the South Side, you hear talk of the team. See niggas fear Prince and respected Preem. Before you slow them up, I'm gonna break it down. Preem was a businessman, Prince was a killer. Remember? You used to push the bulletproof beams. He ain't get you CC. I sat back and paid shit. They rolled the easy water in. They ain't get blooded. Had the whole project working for 50 or 500. Who was that? Who did that? Rumors in the hood was just was snitching. What is justice? What that was? You know what I'm saying? Supreme Magnetic and them niggas out of Fort Green rapping, all them niggas. Knowledge of self. All them niggas. All the niggas that got money in the 80s from New York, niggas had knowledge of self. Cowboy Western books. The illest nigga in them shits is the nigga Smoke Jensen.
Okay, so that's just a little backdrop so y'all understand how we got to where we had the conversation today. And so how we get to, this, because oddly enough, After he went on this whole tirade about the gods being responsible, this is the craziest shit on earth. I guess that's why Zip got so many followers, because he polarized the audience. After he went on this whole tirade about the gods being responsible for the crack epidemics and selling crack to pregnant women and all kind of shit, right? He then says, yeah, but I'll sell some crack right now if I could find me a good price. I'm like, wait, what, nigga? Yeah, I'll sell some crack right now if I could find a good price for it. Hold on, but you're supposed to be a practicing Muslim. What the, what? What? And you blaming me and Dr. Sebi for the state of the community? And you saying after coming out of prison, after learning everything you learned, after devoting your life to Islam, you saying that right now, if you could find you a nice, good package of crack, you would sell it. And when I ask him about it, he says that the Quran was invented way before crack, so crack is not in the Yo, I swear to God, listen, if I was to just tell these stories, right, and I didn't have the video, because niggas be like, yo, EnQi be coming with the video. If I was to tell these stories and I didn't have the video, it would seem like I'm just making this shit up as I go along. Right up into the part where you see the video and then you go, is this nigga defending crack? Wait, is he defending crack right now? Are we debating crack on the House of Consciousness? Yo, listen, that's why you got to say EnQi is the greatest of all time. We're going to get to some real issues. We're going to really get to what brung the community down. We're going to really start talking about crack, drug epidemic. We're going to really start talking about teaching these babies. We're going to really get to the get down. And that's no knock on the religious debates or anything like that. But we're going to start having these conversations about what's actually going on in the community, period. Because this is what's really happening in the community. So there's a level to this where we laugh and we joke and we having fun. But listen, we are bringing awareness to the shit that really plagues the community. We only make up 13% of this country, but we damn near 40% of the prison population. We only make up 13% of this country, but we damn near 40% of the prison population. So as much as this conversation is entertaining, we're going in, understand I have a method to my madness. God puts me where he need to put me so I can turn that light on. That's what masonry is about. Y'all conspiracy theory goofy niggas. I'm showing you what masonry is about. Masonry is about finding where the darkness is, going into the darkness and turning the light on. Taking good men and making them better. Finding people's potential and giving them some tools to help them bring that best part of themselves out to the rest of the world. So yes, that's why it's important for me to engage, because other than that, Zip wasn't presenting himself as a college student and a scholar, a well-read scholar. Now he's having that. Now he done came all the way over to House of Consciousness to have a debate. We done debated religion, me and Zip with the drip, right? And I was on 050 the movement arguing with those niggas earlier. That's a whole nother universe, but I just wanted to supply some backdrops so that when people see the video about, like, it has a context to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just out of nowhere. Zip wasn't just like promoting crack, or like it cracked. The conversation didn't just come out of nowhere. The conversation's been building for the last 4 or 5 days.
What you talking about, nigga? And not that they was selling crack, nigga. I sold crack, nigga. And if I had a good number on it, I probably would do it right now. Oh, you who believe, approach not prayer when ye are intoxicated until ye know what ye say. That's what I said, homie.
don't approach your prayers intoxicated until you know, because you could curse yourself.
Weed, marijuana, ganja, whatever it is that you call it, it is a type of khamr, and it is a transgression against Allah.
You know what I'm saying? I talked on my live yesterday. I specifically said, I do not come over here and get into with these brothers, but I got to shut niggas down, son. I did all of that before. I read all of the books they read. I read them too. So now I'm equipped with something that y'all ain't equipped with.
There you go.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, let me ask you a question. So what does the Quran say about selling crack?
Nothing. Not a word.
An advice to anyone who is involved in the buying and selling of drugs, and more so the selling specifically the drug dealers. What do you say, subhanallah? Wallahi, they are from, and you are from, the scummiest of people on the face of this earth, and wallahi, you can see the consequences that it causes with families, with people losing their positions and their jobs and their wealth and their health, and possibly even leads to suicide. How can you be so heartless to deal with drugs and the likes, seeing your community like that?
Oh, so it's lawful.
It don't say nothing about selling crack.
It don't say nothing about polluting the body.
The Quran was revealed 1,440 something years ago. 1,440 something years ago, the Quran was revealed, and you start asking me about selling crack.
And if I had a good number on it, I probably would do it right now.
What the Quran say about crack? The conscious community is sleep. If you're a representative for the conscious community, then the conscious community is sleep.
So our next question, Sheikh, is are we sinful for selling drugs?
Of course, selling drugs is haram. Is haram because it is considered as intoxicant. It intoxicates, it corrupts the mind of the person who uses it. It causes a lot of fitna, damage to the community.
Listen, does it say anything in the Quran about polluting the body?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. You mean you don't know?
Perhaps.
So you saying you don't know? When you say
I don't know
perhaps,
everything in the Quran. I never sat here and said I know everything in the Quran. So perhaps it does.
Okay, so perhaps it stands to reason that maybe we're not asleep, and the things that I'm speaking on are things that you have yet to learn.
I know that crack was invented in the 1980s. The Quran was revealed in the year 700 and something. I know for a fact crack selling is not mentioned in the Quran. I know that for a fact. God gave me.
Hold on. And I also know for a fact that intoxicants, poisons, hallucinogens, entheogens was not just invented. And
so it's translated
for thousands of years. And so the Quran speaks explicitly about poison in the body and also about leading others to poison their bodies following your example.
I don't know too much about that. I know in the Quran, it's translated that Allah say, don't drink liquor. I don't drink liquor.
Me neither.
I ain't asking whether or not you drink liquor. I'm saying that it's translated in the Quran that Allah say, don't drink. And the word is kamra. You translate kamra, that's fermented fruit, strong drink, wine. Allah say don't drink that. I don't drink liquor, you heard?
Shit like that.
Allah don't say don't put intoxicants into your body. It's translated in the Quran that Allah say do not approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you gonna say. The word there, intoxicants, the word there that's translated is sukkah. Sukkah, that means intoxicated. You could be that coming out of some hain. You could be that arguing with your brother. That like in a state of like And you don't know, you understand what I'm saying? So Allah don't say don't use intoxicants.
Let me ask you
He
a question.
say don't.
It's high.
Allah, let me finish saying what I'm saying. Allah don't say don't use intoxicants. Allah say don't drink liquor. Allah say don't approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you say. That's so that's the dalil I got on that. If you want to know why I smoke weed, because Allah said don't approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you're gonna say. I know how to say it, you heard? I don't never get to slipping when I'm on no weed, you heard? What happened?
Hold up. So high is not the same as intoxicated.
Don't approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you said.
Okay. So it's okay to be intoxicated as
Allah has said, it is translated in the Quran, do not approach your prayers in an intoxicated state or until you know what you are going to say.
So I'm just trying to ask a question for clarity.
Take that up with the scholars, homie.
So really, my problem is, so I smoked weed. I used to smoke weed, and at the same time, like I stopped for 2 hours before the prayer, so I can pray.
طيب زكريا, let's begin from the scratch. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, the Almighty Allah says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون. And this is the final stage, the ayah which finalized the verdict on every intoxicant in the form of liquid or solid or the way of administration, inhalation, drinking or injection. All of that is forbidden. Every intoxicant is haram to consume. Whether before the prayer or after Isha, you still have several hours until Fajr. So you smoke weed. Smoking weed in Islam is a major sin. And those who disobey Allah the Almighty in this command, He distanced them from Himself. So be careful. Maybe because it has become legal in many states, in the USA and many European countries, you think it's halal. No, haram does not become halal because constitutionally or because of the local law or because of the federal government made it halal.
No, I'm asking you.
Take that up with the scholars. Don't worry. Do not smoke. I don't care. I don't care. Take that up with the scholars.
The smoke now that you're here. Listen, you here now. You can't.
And I'm winding you up. You looking stupid on here.
I understand.
You looking stupid on here.
I hear you. Listen.
I got you looking stupid on here, bro. Dr. EnQi. You might need to take that doctor off your name. Get the brother. Be brother EnQi or something.
Hold on.
Student EnQi. Speech. You looking crazy on here. Speech.
Listen. So answer the question. So you're saying that the Quran says it's okay to be intoxicated during prayer as long as you know what you're going to say.
See, what you are doing, right, is you are alluding to some things, you heard? I said what the Quran translated is saying, you heard? That's what the Quran says. If you want to know what that means, then you have to go holler at
the... Yo, he says Zip is a 5%er. Yo. Oh my goodness. So anyway, this all boiled down to like, so we had a whole long debate, but the whole debate was really a lot of testosterone, a lot of bravado. It really just came down to the 2 points, right? The point about the drugs and what the Quran says about the drugs. Well, actually 3 points, but I didn't even make a video clip for that. I got that clipped up in some other shit where he said he don't care about teaching the children. He only want to teach the children how to shoot guns. That's literally what he said. Send him the babies when we want to teach them how to kill stuff. Like, Oh my God. At the same time as the stuff is funny, it's entertaining. He's not playing. He's not joking. And the people consuming that content, they don't realize, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same as people eating a whole bunch of fast food because it make them feel good. You eating the fast food because it's quick, it's easy, it make you feel good. Whereas you come over here, I'm gonna put responsibility on you. I'm gonna put accountability on you. I'm gonna give you some shit to do after the video stop. I'm gonna read some books to you. I'm gonna get into some science. I'm gonna talk about shit that you don't know, shit that you're not comfortable with. I might talk about some habits that you have that you need to get rid of. I'm gonna talk about some habits that you may have passed down to your children that you need to nip in the bud now before your children grow up with the same habits, right? So it's a different feeling. I'm going to stimulate dopamine in your brain when you resonate with your higher self, with your best self, with your most potential. That's not that easy as telling a joke, light up a spliff, pop a bottle, let's get drunk, let's get high, let's tell jail stories, right? Although that's entertaining, because most of us, either we've been through them situations, or we got family, or we supported somebody through that, or we dealing with that right now. And that's one way to look at it. Like, yo, this is the real shit. I just came home, or my uncle just, I've been through that. All right, cool. Did you enjoy that? Because if you didn't enjoy going through all that bullshit, then we might want to focus on some of these things over here that we can put in place to prevent the next generation from having the same numbers. We're not going to prevent everybody, but we could save one or two. I'm an example of this. There was a point where I was the worst example in the neighborhood. Parents literally told their kids not to be with me. And now I done made a 360, and I'm literally out here trying to snatch as many people as I can. Like, let me show you what it really means to sell your soul. You about to lose your soul out here. Let me give you your soul back. Let me stop you from selling your soul. You're watching too much internet, too much David Icke and Illuminati. You don't know what it. People selling dope, lean, powder, pills, crack, coke. Those people are watching Illuminati videos saying that people who have successful careers are the ones who selling their soul. You selling crack and you're watching an Illuminati video and saying LeBron James sold his soul. Let me rewind that. You selling crack and you're going to say LeBron James sold his soul to the devil to be successful. What did you do in order to sell the crack? Did you not sell your soul to the devil to sell the crack? Did you not sell your soul to the devil to kill your brother? Did you not sell your soul to the devil to sell dope, to sell lean, we don't realize when the brainwash is happening because we don't understand the process of brainwashing. Brainwashing is not something that you can feel happening. Brainwashing is a subtle process. Brainwashing is where the template from where your original thoughts arises is changed. So you are thinking that you're the one in the driver's seat, but you're not. Your car is on autopilot, even though you feel like you're driving, you're not. The car is driving itself, it's taking you to a destination. That's what's happening. I was there. I know what the 80s look like. I was born before Zip. So I was a little more alert. I knew what was going on in the 80s. 1987, I was 10 years old. Put this into perspective. 1987, I was 10 years old. My family had already been hit with the crack epidemic. So at 10 years old, I had to take care of myself and my little sister. So I wasn't inside. I was outside. 10 years old, South Bronx, Ground Zero, 158th Street. Everything is a go. So I'm not somebody that read about these things in books. I was there. If you blame the 5%ers for selling the crack, then you also have to blame the Muslims, these very same Arabic Muslims that we all seem to follow now, for selling the paraphernalia, the digital scales, the baggies, the vials, the cut. You couldn't go get no cut for you couldn't get no cut for cocaine and all that at the grocery store or at the supermarket. Nigga, like, where do these niggas think, where you think you was getting cut from? That wasn't at the supermarket. But guess what? Paraphernalia was in a in a space between legal and illegal. When the police looking for drugs, they just looking for drugs. They're not necessarily looking for the spots that enable the drug dealers. Because trust me, if you're not exposed to the culture, you don't really understand what I'm saying. It would be thoroughly impossible to sell drugs if there was nobody to supply you with the tools, all of the pipes to use the drugs, the need. Where do you think all that shit came from? All of that stuff came from the Muslims. Just like all of the pornography and all that. All of the dirty movies you wanted to buy, you go to the Muslim store. Yeah, you go to the Muslim store. They got all the porn and everything. You need some guns, somebody violating, you go right to the same Muslims. So I don't hold that against the Muslims, nor do I hold selling crack against the 5%ers. I'm saying it was a nationwide phenomenon, right? If anything, we're going to blame the government. We're going to blame Oliver North. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put it on the CIA. We're going to, if we're going to blame, if we're going to take accountability off of ourselves, right? Which is the whole purpose of acknowledging yourself as a God. It's not saying that you're the creator of the universe. Exactly what it is saying is that you're the creator of your universe. What it is saying that you are responsible. You can't point at no other person, no other figure, no other supreme being or inferior being for your state of mind and your state of living. You responsible. If there's shit going on in your life that you don't like, change it. Nobody's coming to save you. That's what the core concept do for self is, and teach them babies. Do for self, and as you learn, teach them babies so they can do, right? So that's what, that's how the conversation has got to where, and so for me, people on the outside looking in, some of the scary folks, the conscious folks, oh, EnQi, be careful, it's drama. Like, relax. This ain't that. We just going back and forth with information, and the people in between, all of the YouTube viewers, now they have a different thing to get, now, mind you, most of them to take shots at me, they're going, oh yeah, EnQi, that's Polite Man. He was down with Polite. Yeah. He was beefing with Sarnetta last, 2 years ago or last year, whatever. Yeah, don't listen. That has to happen. That has to happen. They got to get that out of their system, right? That can only last for a certain amount of time, right? Before they come over here and look and go, well, what is EnQi doing? What is EnQi doing? This is what EnQi is doing, right?
We need seed money. We need seed money. That's that seed money. We need that.
Introduction. These books are
Introduction. Yeah, but introduction to what? What is this? It's just introduction up to people. All right, so this is the first book of the Generational Health series. Right? This is the first book. It's called what? What's the title of this book?
Atoms of Self-Development.
Come on, you can't be shy. You gotta say it like you when. Okay, look, just think that nobody's looking. Just come on, just say it out loud. All right, so now we ready for you to bust out the introduction. Now we know what you introducing us to. Now you can,
Introduction. These books are to be read as a family to create.
Don't rush, hold up. You gotta slow it down. Relax, come on, look. Yeah, in your nose, out your mouth. Come on. Come on, lady. All right, now that you relaxed, everybody, you got your vibe.
These books are to be read as a family to create discussions, group learning, group sharing. This is how we build generational health, learning and teaching as a family. Chemistry.
Hold up. You can't listen. You can't just fly through it, okay? It's going to be a lot of people in the YouTube world, like 100 people. They all going to be watching, right? You can't just go fast. You got to relax. So if you wanna say peace or anything to the people out there, tell them to go get the books.
Go get my dad's books. They're pretty good.
All right. So last night we spent about 3 hours on carbon. Right? Last night we spent about 3 hours on carbon. And the crazy thing is, even without knowing, that's the thing, they say God works in mysterious ways. Even without knowing, Sanchez, goofy ass, jumping off the top rope, he literally was still in sync with what we got going on. Right? Because when we talk about carbon, pigment for the whole entire planet starts with the sea moss, starts with the algae, right? The algae, the sea moss, recycle all the carbon, right? So the primary reason that we're dealing with ozone issues, right, is really because we're dealing with algae issues. The more the ocean gets polluted, the less algae we have. The less algae we have, the less the algae can recycle the gases and turn those gases into pigments. The algae is the bottom layer of the food chain, right? The algae is the link between the gases and the light and the water and everything else, right? Everything else. The land plants start with the algae, the small fish to the big fish, the small little animal, like everything starts with, all life starts in the water, right? All life starts in the water, right? So it's interesting how even with the sea moss conversation, that was the craziest. You know what? I still can't get over that. Brother Sanchez, I know some of y'all like that Brother Sanchez guy. Oh, hold on. We got to go back to that again. I don't care if y'all tired of seeing it. We only saw it one time. We gotta see it again, damn it. We gotta see this again. Sanchez and the sea moss. We need to see this again. We need to see this again. Let me find this damn video.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America.
Oh, no, we got the video. That's what the video is for. That's what the video is for. Everything can always be easily verified. So listen, but I'm in the middle of thanking you for coming over here because
you can edit them however you want to edit them. Sai gonna have this up right here, showing me wow you up on here, you heard. So you can edit the videos however you want to edit the videos, and they gonna see the whole video if they got time, you heard.
That's a fact.
I mean, if I was you, I would stay away from this, you heard. Zip just had you on here looking crazy. Knock it off, find something else to do.
Listen,
have some niggas eating some soybean or something.
Listen, when you
teach some niggas how to grow some soybean or something.
Listen, when you come off of this, because first of all, see you don't understand. You in the wrong. You a fish out of water. We don't eat soybean. We don't promote soybean. Listen, we don't eat soybean. We don't promote soybean. None of that. We don't deal with soy at all. That's soybean. Listen, that's not a part of our movement. So that's you being a fish out of water. When you say these things, like when you say that, those are the things that you're saying. Yo,
Dr. EnQi, you look like you could use a steak, man. I'm telling you, brother. You look like you could. You look like you ran the marathons. Like you look like them dudes that run the marathons.
I do run. I run.
That's not a healthy look.
I run.
That ain't a healthy look, bro.
Zip.
I ain't trying to insult you or none of that, bro. I'm saying,
listen, respectfully. I'm glad you opened that door because you could use some sea moss.
Yo, homie, this is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro. Black people, like that's not something that black people had in their diet, homie. See, yo. If you want to find the origins of something, you look for the most diversity in that particular thing, you heard? The most diversity you're going to find with people is like modern day, it's Ty City, like modern day Congo, Rwanda, Uganda, or that area right there, you heard? That's where the most diversity of people is at. That is the direct center of Africa. It wasn't no sea moss nowhere around there, homie. Where we look up on your phone, where sea moss come from? Where do they get that from? Where they was getting that from when man originated at? Where they was getting that from? They traveling thousands and thousands of miles to the ocean to get sea moss?
So hold on. So Zip, let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Let me ask my phone a question first.
Why you gotta ask your phone a question after you done made a statement and you done made it emphatic?
Where is sea moss from?
Hold on, you done put the drip on it. Look, you done put the swag, the drip on it. You done put the bravado to it. You done made your statement.
No, because I just want the people to see it on the screen. Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. African niggas wasn't messing with no sea moss. What we need that for?
Okay, hold on. I'm just saying, Zip, respectfully. This is why I'm saying you in a different space over here. This is a place where people are well researched. The surface level research that you're doing like that, this is why I gave you the Muhammad Ali reference. Like you don't even realize when you're punching yourself out and first of all, sea moss is a nickname, right? Sea moss is a nickname for algae, right? Algae grows in all of
you don't gotta give me I don't need a on marine biology. I don't need a lecture on that. Know about. I know exactly what sea moss is. I was just trying to let people know where it comes from and where we don't come from.
But listen, but you're incorrect, because sea moss comes from all along the equator. Everywhere where dark skin is, you have algae. Everywhere where black folks come from, you have algae.
All
everywhere.
Algae ain't sea moss.
All in the Nile. Listen,
all algae ain't sea moss.
Nile River. Listen, all in the Nile River.
All algae ain't sea moss though. So just because sea moss is an algae, don't mean that all algae is sea moss.
So let me ask you a
question. Sea moss is a type of algae.
Sea moss is a nickname if you want to be technical. See, you want to play. When you know something, you want to delve into it. When you don't know it, you want to run away from it.
And yo, with the green stuff, the green stuff on the north side of the tree is what?
That's moss. That's tree moss.
That's algae.
No, it's not algae. That's moss. Those are different types. That's why I'm saying you a fish out of water. You don't know where you at. Hold on, stop protecting Zip right now. You protecting Zip. I want the people to see Zip face. I want the people to see Zip face while he's saying that algae grow on trees. When Zip out here saying that algae grow on trees, I want them to see his face. When Zip say that algae is the same as the moss that grow on trees, I want people to see his face. Zip, you have no idea what you're talking about. You're out of your league. I'm surprised Saab didn't say his #1 line. You got to stay in your lane, brother. You're out of your lane, brother. You don't know what you're talking about right now. All along the Caribbean, all along the Nile, all over the place, algae grows. Sea moss is a nickname that was given to it by the people along the coastline that was harvesting it because they saw the algae clinging to the rocks. So they likened it.
Where?
All
you
around
in the health of consciousness,
all around the world, Zip. Algae grows all in the hot waters, which is along the equator, as well as the cold waters. So there is cold water algae.
Yo, I ain't even noticed I had this nigga sweating. This nigga just wiped the sweat off his forehead. Woo! That's when you know you getting cooked.
I can did.
Where?
you in the health of consciousness,
all around the world, Zip. Algae grows all in the hot waters, which is along the equator, as well as the cold waters. So there is cold water algae that grows, the Chondrus crispus, the kelp, the bladderwrack. All of those things grow in the cold water. North America, Europe, Ireland. Then you have Eucoma cottoni, Gracilaria, and
which one of them bodies of water? Which one of them bodies of water is by the Congo, Rwanda, Uganda? Yeah, which one of them is by modern day Top City? Them bodies of water you talking about by the equator and all that?
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda. Oh, it's that time to start robbing niggas now. If I jack for life for them cars, you know how he go.
Cooked.
EnQi, look in the screen.
Okay.
EnQi said he dives in the ocean himself to get his sea moss.
Okay, but what does that mean? You got Bro Sanchez. He's a flat earther. He's a goofball. What you doing with Sanchez there?
Yo, EnQi, please don't call that name out of here. Please, brother, don't do that. You know how Sanchez get it in, brother. Please don't do that.
I already watched Sanchez on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
I you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, yo, man.
Listen,
I don't know
everything.
I just know what I know, bro.
Hold on.
I don't know everything. I just know what I know. I know the lane that I'm in. Dudes try to get me out of that lane. I don't know why. But I'm doing, you heard? I'm doing what I'm doing on the internet, you heard? I don't care about what dudes is doing. They talking about teach the babies. Let them teach the babies how to wipe themselves when they ready to kill something. Send them to me, you heard? I need the warriors.
I'm a sergeant of arms, you heard? I don't.
Hold on.
They
For a second,
teaching
let's
things
just
ain't none of my
screen.
concern, you heard?
I was like, he just gonna be here on the wall. Because I was like, I keep hearing, basic shit. Then I'm
Oh, snap. He can be diving to get his sea moss.
He don't look like he got diving gear on right there, though.
And then he's those relation type of motherfucker to shoot a video way passing out money and doing all kind of.
Hey, yo, man, y'all keep it cool, though, man. I'm off for this, man.
All right, hey, yo, shout out to you, Zip with the Drip. Thank you for pulling up, brother. Peace.
You say,
don't run, Zip. Where you going?
This is not running.
And I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that Zip the Drip did get you just now. And I don't want that to go over that. I just want to say, Zip just bodied your ass, bro, and it was funny to watch. That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
That man made you look stupid up here when he brought up the fact that where melanated people at, algae don't grow in all those places.
Sea moss is a type of red seaweed that grows in the Atlantic Ocean along the rocky coast of Europe and North America. This is what I'm saying. Black people is not even residents of where sea moss is originally from, bro.
Yo, A.A. Rashid is with Griselda.
And that name is Neil, man. I knew this day would come, brother. Once you had sent me that 36-page, well-written treatise, I knew the drugs had worn off. I had to be as critical as possible so that maybe you would leave all this alone. See, we could leave all of that in the past, man. All I want to know is, does 1 times 1 equal 2, man? You see, you just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you, Terrence? You know you can't just go around rewriting mathematics, right? It's not for us to do, Terrence. I have to get rid of him once and for all. You ain't gonna kill me, man. Oh, I am going to. Because there's only room for one black genius at a time, Terrence. And that black genius is gonna be
You know, somebody asked me the other day too. They said, "EnQi, you know, it's about time you come back with another. It's about time that you refresh their memory again, right? It's about time they forget who the first ever Moss sommelier is around this mother. They forget. They forgot. They forgot. Right? They forgot. I'm the only person they ever seen that teach the science and then actually show and prove at the same time. They really must have forgot. They really must have forgot. I don't know what it is. They really must have forgot. And then I gotta teach the anatomy to the like I don't understand what they must have really forgot. They must have absolutely forgot. They must have lost their mind. I laid out the blueprint. Right? I showed them how this worked. Am I the first person to go get CMOS? Absolutely not. Am I the first person that's known for selling CMOS? That's known for teaching the health, the science of the body, the biochemistry, etc., 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 that they seen actually go get the CMOS? Absolutely. Absolutely. And as usual, once I break it down, I take it all the way back as far as you can go to connect you with your history with it. Right? I take you all the way back. I show you where the modern day tool comes from that you use to actually get the CMOS. I show you me using that tool, and then I show you your ancestors on the walls, the statues. I take you back and show you, okay, yeah, this is where this came from. This is why the god of the ocean always has the rake. Why? That rake is used for algae. The god of the ocean works through the, huh? I'm trying to show y'all something here. I'm trying to show y'all something here. I don't duck no smoke. I don't duck no smoke. We can answer all these questions. Right? I'm not ducking no smoke. I show you what the tool look like when it come out the water. Right? I show you what the tool look like when it come out the water. What the different type of algae look like. Me in the water with the babies. Right? Me in the water, waist deep. Right? Me on with.
I was like, he just don't hear going to the mall. Because I was like, I keep hearing, you know, the basic shit. And I'm like, this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
And then he just knows how to be a public relation type of motherfucker to shoot a video where he passing out money and doing all kind of, come on, man.
He learned from, like, he took all the smart shit that you guys did.
Fuck.
And you're right, because in the heat of battle, he don't fucking miss. Back against the wall, he don't miss. And that motherfucker.
In the heat of battle.
Right. Yo, they didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you're supposed to work your way up. That's why you're supposed to work your way up when you're getting into something. You're not supposed to just automatically start boxing and then next thing you know, you fighting Floyd. That you're not supposed to do that. Right? You're not supposed to just start boxing and then all of a sudden you fighting Floyd because I gotta walk you through and show you how to do this, son. Like I gotta walk these guys through. Right? Walk them through the different countries, the different sea mosses, right? The different countries, the different sea mosses. Which one is chondrous? Which one is not chondrous? Right? All of the I don't know who Brother Sanchez thought he was talking to. I have no idea who Brother Sanchez thought he was talking to. He really must have forgot. See, that's why my library is so extensive. My library is so extensive because I have to keep these things on file. I have to keep these things on file. You see what I'm saying? If I don't keep these things on file, then people get confused. Right? If I don't keep these things on file, people get confused. They're like, oh shit, EnQi, we forgot, Ink. We forgot. We done forgot a few things. Here, let me pull something out of the file for y'all real quick. Y'all forgot. Let me show y'all something. Here, let me show y'all something. How about this? Here. Y'all do something with this real quick. Y'all do something with this real quick. Yeah, do something with this. Hold on. Let me put y'all over here for a second. Let me take y'all take a breather. Y'all take a breather and relax for a minute. Let me put y'all over here with Tragedy Gaddafi for a second. Let me put y'all over here for a second.
So-called Negro unable to stand on his own feet. He has no self-confidence. He has no confidence in his own race. Because the white man destroyed your and my past, destroyed our knowledge of our culture. And by having destroyed it, now we don't know we have any achievements, any accomplishments. And as long as you can be convinced that you never did anything, you can never do anything. But when it comes to teaching the black people something about great black men who stood their ground, who were scientists, who were civilizers, who were fathers of culture and civilization, the white man has truly written that role out of the textbook.
Sometimes I feel trapped, raised inside a wild habitat, black, and like an animal, I learn to react. Parallel to hell with their bodies rotten, smell hard to excel. Where a lot of real G's just died and fell. We play inside of graveyards, blood in the streets, youth die young, a mother heart scarred. Emotionally attacking black seeds inside the ovaries. Rob my religion plus culturally. I acknowledge myself, it's like I'm frozen G at 32 degrees and something's holding me. Divide and conquer consciously, I can't see, I'm blind. Poison me with the technology, enslaving my mind. I'm just a ghetto child watching ancestors stressing. Cause every day above ground is truly a Lord's blessing. Study my essence, what I spit is plus degrees and life lessons. For those asking the realest questions. Who is God, Jehovah, Elohim, and Allah? Genetically inside of me and written in the stars.
They don't recognize me now. I done took too much, and I'm all torn down, but I'm built back up. They don't recognize me now. I done took too much, and I'm all torn down, but I'm built back up.
It's been a long time coming since my earth was on rock. My first stop, the safest part of the worst block. Divine seeds planted in sewage and gravel. With nothing but a 7 as a gavel, we learn to travel. Student enrollment, English lessons, we learn to push them. Actual and solar facts to the lost Muslim. With these working tools, I research to diverge from the urge. Put me first more than a detox, a deep purge. 120 to Adam, the first, the word. We heard the spark of creation to preserve God in the flesh. Since then, I've been telling them it's more than light, sound crystallized through melanin. You can't come around for a few dollars and disappear. We ain't bouncing no reality checks. Listen here, the chicken clear, biophoton currency, the bloodline of luxury. Health is wealth and niggas been living comfortably.
They don't recognize me now. I done took too much. Now I'm all torn down, but I'm built back up. They don't recognize me now. I done took too much, but I'm all torn down. Now I'm built back up.
Listen, this not a new thing, this thing here. Y'all forgetting, man. This is not a new thing here. Y'all forgot how far around the world we done been with this thing? Oh, that's another good one. Let me hit y'all with another throwback.
Wrote, translating some of the hieroglyphs. .com. Get them herbs, man. Can I? What's the book you brought with you? Actually, this is a book that I wrote, translating some of the hieroglyphs. So you try. Look, you knew Dr. Sebi. Y'all done got him. He's a new Dr. Sebi. Yeah, no, he got some stuff. You studied Dr. Sebi. I know, I can tell. Yeah, with the family. I wrote this hardcover textbook. It's gonna be a lecture. This textbook, yeah. So go ahead, do it. Where you write textbooks out here? Where you from, sir? Textbook. Well, I'm from the Bronx, but I live in the D now, of course, with the it's Detroit. You went from the Bronx to Detroit. Bronx to Detroit. On 58th Street. You was trying to keep it hood. Go nowhere else. It's not hood enough. I need to go to Detroit with it. It's cold out there.
When did you start getting into the herbs?
Honestly, you gotta talk to the mic, my brother.
The herbs.
My daughter had got run over by a car. She was 4 years old. I'm gonna make the story super short. She was 4 years old, and they said she would never walk again. Her neck was broken and her back was broken in 3 places of spine. And I kind of took over where the doctors couldn't fill in. The accident happened August 28th. I had her back walking again, maybe that March. And so from there, everybody just flocked to me, including the doctors. To try to figure out what it was that I was doing, because I wouldn't let them feed her. I had stopped them from taking so much blood, and they was asking me questions.
Get that inflammation out her body, get the hydration in there.
Get the acid out, allow the peripherals to hydrate properly.
You're like this. Got stuff about cell function.
Oh no, that's the whole gambit right there. You go from diabetes.
Cell health is the key.
Everything.
Your cell, not your cell phone.
Yeah.
The cells in your body is the key. What's your name, man?
Dr. EnQi.
Oh, you are Dr. EnQi.
Yes.
Of the above EnQi's.
EnQi'sDetox.com.
EnQi'sDetox.com. You're the EnQi.
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. I didn't know I'd be on Dr. Sebi.
Well, it's complicated. I don't want to speak on it because there's a lot going on around it, but I mean, from what the public knows, it's obvious to see what's going on. You can't keep a man that age.
The medical industry was not having.
Not only the medical industry, but a lot of what he represented was power. You know what I'm saying? To free people's minds also and get people to start to think in a different direction. And once you start to question certain things that are staples of the society or fabrics of how we think every day, then you start to reformat your personal
pineal gland talk.
I got a lot of that.
Now, hold on, that pineal gland. Let's get to it.
Where did EnQi? How did he get down with Team Haha?
Well, EnQi had hit me up. He had wanted me to do skit for his company, and ever since then we've been riding.
And he's been making you healthier.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he got some shit over there.
You got stuff about autoimmune disease,
Anxiety. So you just have
everything.
So you wrote all 3 of them books.
Yeah, almost 30 books.
Yeah, Doc written almost 30 books.
Yeah.
You know, you're either a genius or absolutely crazy.
Both. Actually, I want to say I'm probably
right on the line.
Someone's
written 30 books. Their name's not Stephen King.
But let me tell you what attracted me towards his movement, because it's more than comedy. It was Pops. He does skits.
Of course. Yes.
And that right there just pulled me in, pulled my family, pulled my children. I have 10 children, 4 grandchildren.
How old are you?
42.
You've been a busy man. 30 books and 10 children. You are a busy
Well, the children,
gentleman.
you learn from your children.
Right, there's more to say. Got it.
But his pop skits pulled me in because my dad is missing. And it was just so much more than comedy with him. I wanted to be a part of the movement. And then I met the crew, EnVy, Blackberry, and it's really a family. The people you see him with today, you're going to see him with tomorrow, next year, the year. Like it's a family thing first.
I wish so much we could fast forward right now in the video and it says 1 year from today. I'm like, yo, what's good with EnQi? It's like, oh, he's been gone.
Yo, haha, David Sack Caroline's on Broadway. He made it, y'all.
Yo, man, listen, people sleep. You know what I'm saying? Sleep is the cousin of death. Yo, people sleep. I never sleep. Because sleep is the cousin of death. Beyond the walls of intelligence, life is defined. Right? So, and this slide is what made me think about that right there. But yeah, this is light work, man. Talking about CMOS don't come from where, like, I just don't understand who is Sanchez talking to where he's allowed to get away with that kind of foolishness. Like, who? I just don't understand. Zip, if you're still watching, I know you was up watching a little while ago. Zip, if you're still watching, this slide right here might be for you, Zip. If you're still watching, this slide right here might be for you. Upon ingestion, allowing a psychologically active quantity of the chemical to exist in the brain for a perceivable period of time, harmaline forces the anabolic metabolism of serotonin into N-acetylserotonin and then to melatonin, the body's principal sleep-regulating hormone and powerful antioxidant. United States patent number 5591738 describes a method for treating various chemical dependencies via the administration of harmaline and other beta-carbolines. A study has reported the antiviral activity of harmaline against herpes simplex 1 and 2 by inhibiting immediate early transcription of the virus at non-cytotoxic concentration. Just saying, you had a question. You said I didn't answer the question. I told you need to come over here and study with us. Now here I am browsing through some old files and happen to stumble across a file for you, right? Now, you might say, well, harmaline is not a algae or a sea moss. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Right? It absolutely is. And we have that. We have that at the website. So if people want to know, EnQi, where do you get this? Where can we get some of this? AmericanHealer.website, just like the YouTube page, American Healer. Go to AmericanHealer.website, get that blue magic, right? Go get that blue magic, right? Go get that blue magic. You see? Go get that blue magic. Yeah. We got that blue magic for you. Let me see. Hold on. While I'm in my bag over here. What other jewels I got in here? While I'm in my bag. What is this? Let me see what this is.
All right.
Let me not gonna run that one for you. What's this one? No, that's too much. That's too much science. There's too much thinking involved. There's too much science and thinking involved. No, I thought I had something that y'all could enjoy. Right? I thought I had something y'all could enjoy.
What is it? We gotta get out of that. But now I'm starting to really think like, what is it? Your soul is a really serious thoughts and emotions combined into a voice, an electromagnetic signature that articulates choice. Choice is distinction. Distinction is information. Life as we know it is organized information is incarnation. To create more, store more, the alpha magma. Codified and chemist is the power is plasma. Satan is a trick. Blatant And there's a thing to be complacent, and this shit makes you a patient that is sick. The truth is, you are a true star. The caterpillar construction contains a new star. The real.
I'm gonna fix your diabetes. I asked you what's going on with diabetes. It's just one diabetes. I just gave you my blood. So if you're trying to look on YouTube and Google, type 1 diabetes diet, type 2 diabetes herbs. You got type 3 diabetes, type 3C, or you got something else. Then you try to get a protocol and it ain't working. And then what you said, I didn't heard no one on that diet. I gotta go down there. That's because you diagnosed yourself. You did it yourself herbs. What will happen if you do it yourself medicine? You might die from the medicine. But this is the guy right here. Did you have a conversation? This is the guy right here that tells the body, so to make an addiction, army comes right in.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym.
Okay. Yeah, he asked for that. Who you know, right? Who you know that had that herb that don't no longer got it? Who you know with that house in Virginia? I'm like, yo, this so lightweight. I could have just knocked them 2 questions off real quick and moved on, but then there would have been no attention bring to the subject. There would have been no attention bring back to the real science. There would have, see, this is the thing that my students cannot do. You can't get a KT or a Yaki. You can't get them to go in these environments and perform and do that. They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They can't really operate with the 85ers. I got to convert the people, make them interested, bring it, and then these types of people can entertain at that point once I got the audience. See, that's the difference between a pioneer and somebody who just setting up shop. See, a pioneer can go in from scratch where there's no traffic, there's no business, there's no operations, there's no interest, there's no flow of customers that already exist. You can go into a hostile environment. See, I can go into a hostile environment and show you how to do this, son. Because this God's wisdom, that with that understanding, I know it's nothing more powerful than what I'm getting ready to share in any space, in any circle, in any cipher, in any building, office, arena, online, podcast, anywhere. It's nothing more powerful on this planet than the science of the human body. Period. There's nothing more sought after on this planet than longevity. Yeah, niggas looking for money. Only people who ain't got none. What Elon Musk is looking for right now? What is the person that has all the material looking for? Longevity. Only one way to get that. Only one way to get longevity. You got to study. Period. Can't nobody package that shit and put it in a pill for you. You got to study your body because everybody's body is unique. Period. You can't get around the work. You can't get around the work. So that's why I don't have to, you know, I don't have to worry like this. Me? Yeah, you know who you're talking to. Oh shit. Sea moss only grows in Europe and North America. Oh boy. Yeah, I take niggas to school sometime.
Peace to the family. This is Abdul Ali, candidate for U.S. House District 12 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's just be real, folks. The Democrats have destroyed our major cities. Their policies have made us less safe, they've given us less economic opportunity, and they've provided less educational opportunities for our children. And that's why
My name is Minister EnQi. I am the naturopathic doctor and the spokesman for the Melanin-Verse Diabetes Ministry. Every time you go to the supermarket without the electrician grocery shopping list, it's like putting a loaded gun to your head. Stop playing Russian roulette with your life. Help us make America great again. Learn how to save time. Learn how to save money with the electrician grocery shopping list on Amazon now. Go to Amazon now. The life you save may be your own.